Hi and welcome to Film 3.uk Movie Recap. Today, we will be reviewing the movie Parasite 2019, so if you're a fan of the film or just curious about it, stick around. In our video reviews, we may include some spoilers, so please be careful if you haven't seen the movie yet. The film Parasite 2019 follows the Kim family, who are struggling to make ends meet. They live in a cramped apartment and are constantly trying to find new ways to make money. When the family hears about a job opportunity to work for a wealthy family, they jump at the chance. The family arrives at the house of the wealthy family, the Parks. They are hired to be the nannies for the Park children. The family is amazed by the luxury of the Park home and the generosity of the family. However, the Kim family soon realizes that they are not the only ones working for the Parks. The family starts to unravel the secrets of the Park family and the true nature of their work. The second part of the film Parasite 2019 follows the Kim family as they continue to pose as the wealthy family's servants. The Kims are able to maintain their charade for a while, but eventually cracks begin to show. The patriarch of the Kim family, Ki-taek, starts to feel like he is being treated like a servant and not a member of the family. Meanwhile, the youngest Kim, Da-song, begins to feel out of place in the wealthy family's home and starts to act out. The cracks in the Kim family's facade begin to show, but they are still able to maintain their charade. The third part of the film Parasite 2019 follows the family of four as they become increasingly comfortable in their new wealthy lifestyle. The father, Ki-taek, begins working as a tutor for the family's young son, Da-song, while the mother, Chung-suk, takes on various odd jobs around the house. Meanwhile, the daughter, Ki-young, befriends a rich girl at school and starts to learn more about the life of the upper class. As the family continues to adjust to their new lifestyle, they begin to forget about their humble beginnings and become more and more involved in the lives of their wealthy employers. However, their newfound happiness is threatened when the family's dark secret is revealed. The fourth part of the film Parasite 2019 follows the Kim family as they continue to live in the wealthy Park family's home as imposters. Tensions begin to rise as the two families grow closer and the Kims start to feel like they are being taken advantage of. The Park family's true colors begin to show as they start to demand more and more from the Kims, and the Kims start to realize that they are in over their heads. Ultimately, the fourth part of the film ends with the Kim family being forced out of the Park home and back to their own humble abode. The fifth part of the film Parasite 2019 takes place after the death of the protagonist's father. The family is left reeling from the tragedy and struggling to make ends meet. They start to take on odd jobs to make money, but they are constantly competing with each other for work. One day, they get an opportunity to work for a wealthy family as their housekeepers. They take the job and start to get a taste of the good life. However, they are constantly reminded of their place in society and their fight to survive. The sixth part of the film Parasite 2019 begins with the family, now consisting of just the father and son, sitting in the dark living room. The son asks his father why he has been so distant lately, and the father replies that he has been thinking about what kind of person he wants his son to become. The son says that he wants to be like his father, but the father says that he does not want his son to end up like him. The father then tells his son the story of how he became the man he is today. The father recalls how, when he was a young man, he was in a relationship with a woman who was from a wealthy family. The woman's family did not approve of the relationship and her father hired someone to kill the father. The woman's father then had his daughter marry someone from a wealthy family. The father says that he lost everything after the death of his girlfriend and the betrayal of her family. He then dedicated his life to getting revenge. The father tells his son that he has been planning his revenge for years and that the day has finally come. The father gives his son a gun and tells him to go kill the man who killed his mother. The son takes the gun and leaves the house. He gets in a car and drives to the address that his father gave him. He pulls up to a mansion and sees the man who killed his mother walking into the house. The son gets out of the car and walks up to the man. He aims the gun at the man's head and pulls the trigger. The seventh part of the film Parasite 2019 follows the Kim family as they continue to live in the wealthy Park family's home and pretend to be their employees. However, the charade is soon revealed when the Park's housekeeper, Moon Gwang, discovers the truth and tells her employers. The Kims are then forced to flee the house, but not before Mr. Kim beats up Moon Gwang's husband in revenge. The eighth part of the film follows the family as they continue to live in the basement of the wealthy family's home. The family is struggling to get by and is constantly fighting. The father is also struggling to find work. One day, the son finds a job working for the wealthy family. The family is ecstatic and things seem to be looking up for them. However, the son's new job puts a strain on the family's already tenuous relationship. The father is jealous of the son's new job and the son is resentful of the father's lack of ambition. The family continues to fight and eventually the father leaves the home. The film ends with the family living happily in their new home. The film follows the members of the Kim family, who are all unemployed and live in a dilapidated semi-basement apartment. The family consists of the father, Kim Ki-dek, the mother, Chung-suk, and their two adult children, Ki-woo and Ki-young. The family is struggling to make ends meet when Ki-woo is given the opportunity to work as an English tutor for the wealthy Park family. He begins tutoring their daughter, Tae, and quickly befriends the family's son, Da-song. The family starts to form a close bond with the Parks, and Ki-woo is able to get his sister a job as an art therapist for the family's young son, Damien. However, Ki-woo begins to feel like he is being exploited by the Parks, who are oblivious to the struggles of the Kim family. The situation comes to a head when Ki-woo realizes that the Park family is planning to send Damien away to boarding school. Ki-woo decides to take action and, with the help of his family, devise a plan to get the Park family out of their lives for good. The plan involves Ki-woo and Ki-young pretending to be a professional tutor and art therapist, respectively, while the rest of the Kim family pose as employees of a bogus moving company. The plan goes off without a hitch and the Kim family is able to gain access to the Park's luxurious home. The family starts to settle into their new lives, but the charade begins to unravel when Ki-taek, who is posing as the driver, gets into an argument with one of the Park's friends. The Parks begin to suspect that something is not right with the Kim family, but they are unaware of the true nature of the family's deception. The situation quickly escalates when Ki-young inadvertently leaves her phone at the Park's house. Ki-woo frantically tries to retrieve the phone, but he is caught by the Park's maid, who demands to know what he is doing in the house. Ki-woo is forced to come clean about the family's deception, and the Parks kick the Kim family out of their home. The Kim family is left stranded on the street, but they are quickly taken in by their neighbor, who has been harboring a secret crush on Ki-taek. The film ends with the Kim family planning their next move, as they continue to try and improve their lives. The 10th part of the film begins with the family gathering around the TV to watch a news report about the events that transpired. The newscaster reveals that the family's house has been destroyed and the family is now homeless. The father says that they will just have to start over again. The mother and daughter start to cry and the son tries to comfort them. The father tells the newscaster that he wants to thank the people who helped them out and says that he will never forget what they did for him and his family.